we're going to show you. So we're going to go, today we are going to show you on the Elmo here a live action fantasy baseball game that's going to be in the App Store this season. Paul has two devices here. That's my phone right there. He's logging in right now. It's going to connect either through Facebook, Twitter, or directly through your email. So once he sets that up, make sure we're good. He's going to log into that account. And the Wi-Fi is catching up on us. So we got one device in. So what happens is it's going to connect it in, and what you can do is you can invite any of your Facebook, your Twitter type, your friends, your emails, to challenge them to a game. But that's where we're going to sort of veer off from traditional fantasy sports at that point. Because the way that our game is going to work is, Paul, you want to go to the video? The way our game is going to work is not about accumulating statistics. It's going to be about playing the event in real time. So, all right, so we're going to queue up a video here. So if you signed in here with Facebook and Twitter, and you would click on that, you see a listing of all the games that are going on. Currently I have 3 different games being played. There's a list of my friends, Darren, Anat, my wife, Babe Ruth, Billy Bean. So I can go into a game. I have a game that I'm currently playing with Paul. It's 1-0 in the first inning. So I'm going to check the score of the game. It's top of the second, and it's Paul's turn at bat. So I'm going to poke him, offer him a little reminder. Paul's going to get a notice on his phone that it's his turn up to bat. You'll see a listing down there of make the next pick. What that's going to do is we're getting real-time feeds from all the baseball games that are occurring. So any player that's on deck at this point is going to show up in his screen, and he'll be able to choose that person. And whoever he chooses, so in this case he's picked, let's see who his first pick was, Mike Muskakis, who draws a walk in that game. Well, in the virtual game, he now has a man on first with 1 out. You'll see it came up on the viewer's screen too. He's going to continue through this process until there's 3 outs. So it's not about statistics, it's about the real game. So we really think it's a game where the hardcore, sabermetrics, Bill James type or Nate Silver are going to enjoy it. Oh, you get a home run. So they're going to enjoy it, but it's also the more casual fan. What we're going to do is we're going to make fantasy sports more casual, more social, and more accessible to everybody. So he's going to continue on to that. Where's my other phone? Get it work. When we're done with this, I'm going to hand it over to Jason. He did some picks. We played a game. So you're going to have the ability to good. So see if we get Jason to do some picks here. So Jason can do the picks when the 3 innings are out, and he would check the batter. We also have the ability to talk smack. It's something everyone's going to want to do, So they'll talk smack, and then he'll get up to the next bat. Right off the bat, the guy gets a triple, so you can announce it. The guy rounds the bases. So we continue on with this, and then Paul can keep talking smack back and forth. And that's what it is. And we'll see if Jason can score here before we end. And the idea is, so we're starting with baseball, but we can do all different sports this way. What we're going to do is we're going to be able to aggregate live events and create user-generated content off those live events. It'll be played in real time. The other advantage we have is what we're actually doing now, because the baseball season hasn't started. We can date timestamp when the events happen, and we can go back in history and play based on different times. So let's see. There's a home run. It's 3-3. So you see, that's how the game is going to work. So that's Phenomena. But it's not really just a game. The way we view Phenomena is it's a channel. Yeah, we're starting off with a mobile baseball game, but we're going to go into other sports, obviously tablets, and then the conversation about smart television. That's where we want to be going with this. Move on to the smart television idea. So we are at phenomenasports.com. Follow us on Twitter. We'll be out there. Come stop by, talk to us. If you need to contact us founders, we're founders at phenomena.com. Like everybody here, we'll be interested if you're raising money. So great. All right, thanks.
Good job fighting through the technical issues. Questions from our judges about Phenomena and instant real-time fantasy sports.
Yeah, I had a question around switching costs.
Yeah.
So, it's a category that's been around for a long time. What makes you think you can get me to switch over from either Yahoo or wherever else I might be playing, ESPN, playing fantasy sports?
I don't think they'll switch over. I think they'll use it too. The problem with Yahoo is, or any of them, is you don't do anything while the games are going on. You sit back and you just get served up statistics. So it's not, fantasy sports just in general, it's not interactive. The best part of fantasy sports, anybody who plays it will tell you, it's the draft. Everybody lives for the draft. It's great, it's fun, you hang out with your friends. This is like doing a draft every day. You know? So that's what we've seen with the fantasy sports, the progression of this more and more interaction. They've gone to the daily fantasy contest. We're just going to that next level, where now we're playing in the game. So, yep.
Will you have you think you'll have some real money exchange, or will it just be? I mean, to get me motivated to play every day is a big deal.
It's obviously on the table as one of the business plans. It's sort of the 800-pound gorilla. Anytime you deal with sports is wagering and what's legal, what's not. Fantasy is sort of carved off a niche where it is legal. Yep.
Just with respect to the gameplay, it seems like there's a big advantage of waiting to see who's coming up, especially if there's a bunch of games on at once. What's the mechanic to...
Yeah, and a lot of the strategy of this version of fantasy will have to do with timing. You know, if you're playing a game in a day, do you want to pick all your picks early in the game, or do you want to wait till some of the later games go? So there'll be a whole new type of strategy that comes about with these types of games. Yep. So. Yes?
Great. Let's hear it. Phenomenon.
All right.